that like music is kind of like a second priority.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of fell off with the music. No disrespect, but
damn, that is the craziest shot ever fired on this pod.
No, bro, I wouldn't lie to you. Like when I met you, like.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Xris Beltran podcast. Today I have Tip Vicious with me.
Yes, sir.
And pretty busy boy. And just got back from Tejas. And dude, congratulations on you're pulling numbers right now on the release.
Shit, man. Yeah.
That's some numbers I wish
my first pop off.
Yeah, that's literally okay. So that has more views than my channel views, or they're just about the same. And I'm on like almost 250 videos. So,
dude, and you could just tell that it's like something. That song specifically is something that people are really gravitating behind. Yeah. I don't know if it's like the increase in quality, but you could go back and there's a couple of other music videos that I shot myself and they have like 180 views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this one's like, it's almost at 40K, I think. So last I checked. But
yeah. What do you think you did differently to like make it that way? Or do you think like, did you just put it out like any old thing and it just mysteriously popped off?
No, man, very intentional. I've been like grinding like crazy with a friend of mine, my producer, good friend, part-time mentor, part-time father.
Okay, dope.
No, he's a good ass dude, but he produced the whole EP. I think minus one song, but yeah, we just been working really hard together for the last almost a year, and yeah, pretty much just trying to build up to a project, and this is the project that we built up. This is the big splooge, if you will.
Nice. Dude, I'm super proud.
Slap my leg.
Super proud of you too, and dude, doing that show run in Texas is impressive. There was a lot of shows. 11?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some of them were like in the same day too, right?
Yeah, I performed twice in the same day twice while I was out there. So
2 shows in one day, 2 times.
Yeah.
That's some heavy math right there. I had to repeat that.
No, it was a lot of fun, man. I was there for almost 15 days, so like 14 days, 15 nights, something. And I planned that entire thing myself. It was my first time planning a tour anywhere, and I booked everything for either free or extremely cheap. So, and then once I got out there, I got more opportunities once people actually met me and saw me perform and whatnot. But yeah, bro. I basically did it. It was like an anti-pay-to-play tour.
Okay.
Just because I don't know if you've ever had to book any hip-hop shows, but there's a lot of pay-to-play out there. Specifically for hip-hop.
Hip-hop is like the worst genre to like self-book.
Right.
Because people take advantage of you so much. And one time I got contacted to open up for Neff the Pharaoh, and
why? It's just like, why?
That's exactly. And I told the promo, because I put myself on this like one website, and it was like sending you offers and everything, and this is one of them. And
Afton?
It was Showcase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think they're a bunch of crooks. They're a bunch of crooks on that site. And so the guy was telling me you have to buy 20 tickets for $40 in order to perform. And I go, well, I don't think you want me opening up for Neff the Pharaoh. And the guy was like, why? And I go, I just don't think it's like my type of scene. And he goes, no, don't worry. We accept any and all. Like you're all good. Like we heard your music and stuff. And I'm like, no, you haven't heard my music.
Name one song. Name one song right now.
Well, like, I mean, just like, even if you look at like my dorky, corny music and compare it to Neff the Pharaoh, it's like comparing NASCAR to like cricket. Right. You know,
I'd have the same internal battle if that was extended to me as well, because like I wouldn't even consider myself like in the same realm, like audience wise, as or just sound wise, content wise as Neff the Pharaoh.
Yeah,
that's not a knock to him, obviously.
No, he's great.
If I ever got the chance to get paid to open for Neff the Pharaoh, fucking kidding me, I'm taking that. But to pay for like a 15-minute set, like a couple $100. Like, I'm good, bro.
And it was like $40 tickets, and it was like, yeah, you can keep like 15%. And I was like, that's nothing. That's like not even $5 a ticket that I sell. And what the funny part was that like 2 weeks later, I had a homie hit me up, and he's a rapper, and he's like, yo, I'm opening up for Neff the Pharaoh. Do you want to buy tickets? And I go, let me guess, $40? And he goes, yeah. And I go, I can't make it.
Bro, blow your mind. When I was in Austin, I got a text message for like an open mic on a official South by Southwest stage. It was like a hip hop open mic. And it was like, you could do one song for free, or you can pay like $150 for 2 songs, or $250 for 3 songs.
That's a lot. What a jump.
And so I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm staying at my homie's house, and he works with a lot of musicians in Austin. And he's like, hey, my dude, I told my dude, you know, that you've been out here hustling like crazy. And he called me, he texted me, and he was like, man, what you said really put like a fire under my ass. So I went and asked around, and I booked a show. And he's like, yeah, so I'm opening at this venue. And I'm like, bruh. I was like, dog, I'm literally performing there. I was like, I'm gonna go and do a song there. I have this song, Pay Me. It's like an fuck you, pay me. That's the hook. But I'm like, I'm going to do that. And he's like, no, this is a different one. He booked it. I was like, 317? He's like, yeah. And he's like, that venue? And I showed him the text message. It was just like a blast text message that went out. And I even showed him the prices. He's like, oh, okay.
I hate witnessing other artists,
dude,
getting like, I'm like, sometimes I'll see a scam. When you see a scam, you kind of know it's a scam. And then when you have your buddy come up to you and be like, yo, I just got this opportunity, and they show you the same scam that like they were trying to scam you on, and it's like, oh.
The worst one right now is when your homie all of a sudden gets their account hacked.
Oh God,
and you know that they're into crypto.
I'm feeling blessed. I had a buddy who did that, and he was like, I'm feeling so blessed right now. And I'm like, this dude's not even religious. What the hell? Where the hell is this coming from? And oh gosh, man. Well,
that's the new one though, for real.
It has. It's been trending a lot. I don't know. My brother actually just got hacked.
No,
he was doing the same thing, and
Maddie.
No. And what happened was, okay, so what happened was like someone sent him a message and was like, hey, I need you to send me this link back, because it's not letting me into my, and it was already fishy, but like, you know, he's not like social media adept like us. Like if we got that message, we're like, something's up. I got to call this dude.
I would just block him immediately.
Yeah. And so, he like, okay, I guess. And he sent it back to him. And then like, boom, like someone else was posting on his story and saying like, yo, I need money. And I need like, and it's just like, oh dude, I hate scammers so much, dude.
I had a series on Instagram called Scamming Scammers, and you know when you post something and it's just like you get all these dudes like promoted on Maroon Records.
I make fun of those people relentlessly.
Oh, same. And so yeah, when I was promoting my last single on my bullshit, I was getting those people like crazy. So I would hit them back. I'd be like, yo, I do want promo. Yeah. And I would be like, just show me your numbers. I would just basically harass these people. Yeah. But a few of them, I would just like spam call them on video chat, and they would actually answer. And so I would be like, if you're real, you have to sing my song. I got a video of a dude like in India or something. Him and his homie are just laid up in the bed. He's just like, I'm on my bushi.
Dude, oh God, those scammers, man. I need to do that, because I get a lot of them. They're like, oh, promote it or contact this person if you want to promote it on this page, which is very weird. It's so weird to like contact somebody else to promote it on a different page. So I just tell them, like, you know, you could promote this dick. Like, I just...
You just tell them straight up like
I tell them in the comments, and I know... And you know what? People have actually been like, hey, I saw what you wrote to that guy. That was funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I'm always saying nice shit to them. I don't know. I'll just say something nice, like, thanks so much for watching my video.
They don't got feelings. They don't got feelings.
I guess it really doesn't matter what you say. They probably never.
They will rip off your grandmother. If they have the capacity to rip off your grandmother, dude, I have no love for them.
Man.
There's this one what is it, Twitch streamer, and he calls up like phone scammers and keeps them on the phone
Yeah.
hours.
He's got like the vocalizer. Sound like a
Yeah,
little lady.
yeah, and
I
he's
love that.
making money off of his Twitch streaming because of that, and so
For real.
we got to make money off of these.
I know,
these losers,
bruh.
you know.
I mean, shit, that was like the whole plan with that. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna scam the scammer into giving me promo. Like, he is now my content.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
then I posted like a reel of him singing my song and then
Yeah.
played it, and then
You know what? I'm gonna copy that idea. That's
Do
a
it, bruh.
That's a good idea.
do it, please. You don't
Yeah.
even have to tag me.
All right.
If
I'll
you know,
definitely
you
send
know,
it to you,
you know?
though. Yeah. Let's. We got some Blackheart here. Some
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
spice-
had this spice rum.
Whoops. It's
Wait,
pretty
let me
good.
see the girl on it. Is she like a pirate?
She is a pirate.
I've gotten some weird spice rums from like when I was in Reno and shit. They got a bunch of weird like plastic bottle spice rums.
I don't know rum. I don't know why rum is so like. It's just like all rum is like branded with pirates.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean it's
funny.
just the go-to. I want to see a spice rum just called Scurvy.
Scurvy.
Yeah, and it's like green.
This shit'll rot your teeth.
Thank
That's what I want the
God.
tagline to be.
Now you're pirating.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, motherfucker. Shit's sweet. I drink Jim Beam.
You do? Okay.
That's my go-to.
We have some, but I don't think I've opened it or something. You know, I'm actually not much of a drinker. It's actually a joke on the show that I only drink on camera.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's the only time I drink. Like I will, once the camera stop rolling. Even if we're at a party, I probably won't drink too much.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
not
always
me.
DD. I'm always, you know.
I'm worried about my drinking.
And I'm actually like trying to be more sober. I used to smoke a lot. Now I don't, which is funny because my last song is all about drinking and smoking.
I saw it.
Yeah. So no, I don't live up to that image no more.
No.
So, yeah.
It's an old song.
I mean, it's a couple months old, you know. Right when I released it, I was like, you know what? I should stop. And I don't know why it took me to release this song to be like, I don't want to do it no more. And so now I like, you know.
You should make a follow-up.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm
You changed
sober
your
now.
life, yeah.
It's got to be a banger though.
Nah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I want to ask you. Where were you staying at in Texas? Where?
Oh, I was staying with my homie who
Okay.
mixed the record, Joshua Smith.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a house out there, and
In Austin or around?
yeah,
or-
like right next to the. Well, I'm not gonna say where, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
out there in Austin. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, but no, I've been out to. He used to live somewhere else, but last time I had gone out there in like 2018, he kind of put me through like a writing boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
and he works in the music industry at like high levels, so. Definitely the most established person that I've ever worked with.
For sure.
And he just happens to be one of my best friends. So
Yeah.
he's a good dude. I met him on SoundCloud, bro. Like,
Nice.
years ago. He had like 200 followers. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
I don't like to gloat about. He doesn't even like to be on camera, so
Uh,
I don't like to gloat about
That's
it
a-
too much. But I can tell you off camera, he's very well established.
that's a good like producer. That's like a good person that you want in your corner is someone who like prefers to never be on camera or like someone who's just like not in the camera. Like that's how you know that they're like solid ass dudes to be on your team because you need someone to be in front of the camera and you need someone to be behind the camera.
Right.
And it's really hard when someone wants to like when you know someone on your team is committed, but they're also committed to being in front of the camera as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
it's
it's like
a little-
I'm the guy that's on camera, not like as like a showboaty way or like an ego way, but it's just like you kind of need like I don't know.
Nah, and that's
People want to push you to you want someone to be in front and
right.
you know.
No, and so me and Baba Gazoo, the dude that produced this record, we're partners. So everything we do, we usually do together. But the last couple of podcasts we did together. But for this one, I just kind of rocked it solo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a little bit weird about it because like it's like I don't know, we're a group, but you know, think about the Neptunes. Everybody knows Pharrell.
Yeah.
If you know, you know Chad Hugo. So it's like most people wouldn't probably even be able to spot him on the street type thing.
Yeah.
But he's legendary. And so we're trying to find that balance. I've never been in like a duo especially where someone is like, I guess, kind of supposed to be the front man.
Yeah.
Me, you know. So it's a weird balance.
Mm-hmm. There's I don't know who half these people look like too. You know, do you know what Mike Will Made It look like? I don't know what he looks
not
like.
at all.
Yeah, you know, but you know his tagline, and you're like, dude, he's a really good producer.
Made it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't tell you a song.
I could tell you, but I
I could not. But Mike Will Made It.
That's a good tagline
good
though,
branding,
where it's
bro.
just like,
That's why I can't cut the hair.
because Mike Will made it. You know what I mean? It's seriously though like a producer's age right now though. Like I don't think we understand.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't understand how, you know, there's a lot of artists right now that are not good. They're not good, but their producers are solid. They know how to auto-tune them vocals. They know how to, you know, if you just have a good line, just one good line, Gucci Gang. You know what I mean? I know that song's a little old, but Gucci Gang. But like the beat is solid.
Yeah.
You know? And so I just kind of feel like, dude, it's these producers that are the ones that are like making these people come up.
And the mixing engineers, bro. People
yeah.
underestimate the mixing, like, for real. And man, that was one thing that Josh was telling me about, is like how producers shouldn't even be mixing music. You know, you're listening to it with your ears as a producer, and then you're listening to it with a magnifying glass as a mixing engineer. And then you fucking go onto the mastering, and you got like, I don't know, like the one like the Spy Kid glasses where it's like phew, 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 and it's zooms in.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, you know. And, you know, stupid talk, but
that's what they come here for. They come
I write
here for
songs, bro. Don't ask me to explain how my shit got mixed at all, ever.
That's why I don't like. I have Jesse Haynes from Let's Go Studios. He's mixing some work for me right now, and
Nice.
He's like, you know, your mixing is good. Why don't you do it yourself? And I'm like, fuck it. I'd rather have somebody else make all the calls. You know, because like I can only do so much. There's only like my vision can only take it so far, and if you add a second person, then it's like the fog lifts even further.
Sure.
You know, and so you can only imagine how like, you know, like a team of 10 people can like,
dude,
make it so wide. You know,
that's something I've been thinking about like crazy.
Yeah.
Just some more knowledge from Josh. I got him on my brain since I've been back. I've just been like, how do I make the next best project? You know, that has been my brain. He kind of got in my head a bit, but he was like, how long did your last single take to make? Like once you recorded it and you sent it for mixing, how much time do you think?
Well, the last single I mixed it myself. I mixed it and mastered it myself, and I like.
So before you got to that phase, when you were still demo, just vocals.
Oh, so long.
Really?
So I
How
felt
long?
like it
How long
was
do you
so well because I sat on it for so long, because I typically sit on songs for too long. I also do YouTube as well, so it's like I have
I need to
so
remember to look at the camera.
No, don't worry about the camera. But like it's you know, I have so many projects that I work on, and I'm like already dedicated to the YouTube schedule. That like music is kind of like a second priority.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of fell off with the music. No disrespect, but
damn, that is the craziest shot ever fired on this podcast.
No, bro, I wouldn't lie to you. Like when I met you, like okay, so when I met you, you were like hella active with the music. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I am not the one that's sending shots on inconsistency in their music. Trust me. If you look at mine, it's like 2016 album, next single 2018, 2019, and then like skip all of 2020. You know, so trust me, that was not a shot. I'm sorry if I said some shit you've been thinking about. I apologize, but. Listen, seriously though, like
just the way you put it though.
You
hella
spreading out, bro. You spreading out. That's okay. You're spreading out. You're
the
doing
content's
new
still
things.
there. I promise the content's still there. We're still keeping the content train rolling.
Well, I'll say this. Your last single was entertaining.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was entertaining.
You got me crying now. 'Cause I'm laughing so hard. I also have some allergies too. So
same as fuck. I'm off of Claritin like a motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I got look at my allergy corner right there.
I know.
So
I saw it in my rear view or my peripheral earlier.
You know what I'm dealing with.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, that's the good stuff right there. That's $30 a vial.
But I just like. Dude, music is so fucking hard. And like ever since like people tell me all the time, especially musicians, which is I think it's funny. A lot of musicians tell me, "Wow, your workload, it's so incredible." You're doing so much. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This shit's easier than music. This shit's way easier than music. I could just, because I'm good at talking.
This shit.
Yeah, shit and like the reaction videos and everything. Because I could just keep talking. But then like when it comes to like writing a song, you're sitting there for a long time writing something, heavily scrutinizing what you're putting out, because there's so much more discretion when it comes to writing music than to put out like, like a comedic video or like a conversation podcast. So that's why, like, I feel like my music has been on a consistent pace since like 2019, but the videos is like what's like really easy to put out, at least for me, and so.
Have you been gigging as much? Like,
no, I haven't gigged.
Maybe that's why it feels
that could be
like,
yeah.
But neither have I. So.
And you know what?
I actually have some shows booked, but
way to go. We'll announce those later at the end of the podcast. It's just maybe it's just like my style or something. But sorry, that is my phone and the ring.
Oh shit!
The ring.
Turn mine off right now. I'm not gonna be that guy.
It's okay.
It's not me.
This is an authentic podcast. I just installed the security system, and so now it's going off when someone like walks past the door. Yeah. Gotcha. I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about your basis of
music.
So
for live performance, it's because see the other thing that like people don't realize about putting out YouTube content rather than music. Especially for gigging, is that I work by myself, and then I also have a friend who helps me out a lot as well. So we're like a 2-man crew, and unfortunately he doesn't perform on stage. So
so he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
So it's just hard to like look for musicians who are just like down for it. It's really hard to find. Unless you're shelling out a lot of money, because like you can make it happen with money. Money can make things happen.
Yeah.
It's not as thick of a resource as I'd like it to be to like pour into music, but like it's really hard for me to stick with a drummer, and it's really hard to stick with like some sort of artist. Also, I do more rock type shit, so it's like I can't just like run up on a DJ and then like have them play like some distortion guitar. I mean, I could.
Yeah, single by yourself, you kind of need a band.
You kind of need a band.
No, I feel you.
Even you as a rapper, you have a band, or at least.
So I have been like working with a band recently.
Yeah.
And the members are kind of loose, but like being out in Austin, bro, and going back to just plug it in your phone and play your music type life, like I haven't done that in a very long time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Is that what you did out there in Austin?
A lot of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. I played with like some dude. He was on one of those. I don't even know what it's like a drum kit that you sit on, and usually it's some hippie dude.
It's like like the cajon.
Sure.
Is it like is it the box that you sit on?
It's a box, yeah.
Okay,
and they tap the different sides.
That's the cajon. Yeah.
They look very fluid with it. I would never sit on one of those. But yeah, I mean, I played with a dude that had like that going on, but pretty much it was just all backing track. Well, not backing track, performance track. I don't rap over my lyrics, but
Praise Lord.
Yo, so.
But if you need a DJ, dude, I got.
Hey, I'll keep you in mind, brother.
I literally like that's what I do. So
cool. I'll definitely keep you in mind because like I said, the band's kind of loose right now. So
it's so hard to manage like 5 people's schedules and everything.
Right.
Like, and your video for the NPR contest and everything was really great. And what was there, like 5, 6 people?
Keyboard,
and you had
bass, drums, 2 singers. And
2 singers.
So 6 of us.
Shit.
I know.
That is insane.
Bro, that shit was crazy too. We tossed that it was something I had wanted to do for a while. And all the way leading up, I knew exactly when the entries started and everything. Like I already knew that I wanted to do that, and I just didn't really know how to execute. And it ended up coming together in like a week. We had been looking for bands. Like, I'm not gonna say their names because some of them kind of brush me off in a way that make me never speak to them again.
That happens.
But no, I hit up a couple of people, and yeah, they just thought it was some small time shit, so they weren't really interested. I was paying, I paid everybody that performed. They all got paid.
That video's probably had a budget.
A little bit, but it's I'm an indie artist, so which means that I didn't eat any poultry for a week. Of course. But
ramen, dude. Ramen is a musician's best friend.
For real.
That's what I noticed too. Like you could have a musician do a lot for you if you just offer to feed them.
For real.
Really.
Anything is better than making me pay to help you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 5 people. That shit all came together. At the end of it, I had like reached out to 4 or 5 bands, and they all just were like scheduling issues or just straight up like asked me questions about it and like acted like, nah, I don't think this is for us. And then whatever, and then finally I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and just find pieces, Found the bassist. He was like, yo, I know about this drummer. Or I found the keyboardist. He was like, yo, I know about this bassist. And he was like, I know about a drummer. And I had 2 singers in mind. So it just kind of came together.
That's how it goes.
I tossed them all the song, put us in a group chat. And we just practiced. Right before we got, the night before, me and my girlfriend, we took a shit ton of art out of our house and set up the stage. Yeah. And so like 70% of that stuff you see up there is local level artists.
Yeah. I noticed the Sparks Across Darkness photo. Yeah. Shout out Sparks.
Yeah, shout out Sparks.
He's the homie of the show.
Helping him move into his new house.
Oh yeah. Congratulations if you're listening. Way to go. I want him on the podcast, but he's been going through some losses and some gains lately.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Give him a month or 2.
He's
moving into a new house.
Definitely.
It's like he's got to flip the page.
I'm literally waiting in line to book him. I'm literally like just waiting there.
Dude,
like,
his next
right,
EP, I have big hopes for his next EP.
Okay, is he? Well, I don't want to talk. I don't want to bring you on and talk about his projects.
Well, shit. I mean, no, he stays working, bro. He's one of those people that
he's a hardworking father too. That's like the other thing is like I couldn't imagine like fucking doing all this shit and being a father.
Right. Yeah, people don't talk about the triple threat of being like a full-time worker, a father, and an artist. That's a triple threat, bro.
Dude,
it's hard to fucking juggle.
That's so fucking much.
Could you imagine buying a house right now? That's what he's going through, dude. But no, he got a good deal from what I've heard, and
that's good.
He's good. Happy with his purchase too. So I saw the place. It's like it's nice.
Well. Way to go, Sparks. Congratulations.
He deserves it.
Hit me up when you're ready to show up on the podcast. I know he's going to listen to this, too.
I'm about to text him after this, too. Just be like, go listen.
Yeah.
You got shouted out. You need to listen.
You got shouted out like 20 minutes in, so you got to listen to a while before you get to you. So.
Right. He's one of the ones that'll like infinitely support me, so he'll probably watch the whole thing.
Yeah. And you guys were in a group together too.
Yeah, back in the day. I mean, technically we never disbanded. We just both started working on solo projects.
Of course.
But it was called The Precipice, and it was just like a rap duo between the 2 of us. Yeah. And then we had a band.
Monsters you guys had a band.
Yeah, it was really cool while it lasted, but then it ended in some weird shit. So
that's what I heard. Are you able to talk about it, or?
Oh, I'll talk about it all day. I didn't
Okay. What was the group called again? I'm so sorry.
Monsters and Thieves.
Monsters and Thieves. That's what it was called. Yes.
Yeah, we had some really good music that we.
It was really good. I liked the project a lot, and then like when I heard the announcement, and then Sparks reached out to me and told me that it kind of ended in some funky shit, and I was like, oh no, really?
Yeah. I doubt that anybody that is connected to that drama is even ever gonna like listen to this, but even if they do, I'm not gonna say anything that was wrong. Basically, I had to move, bro. I had some like relationship issues, and I just needed a place to stay, and I ended up leaving Sacramento for like 2 years, and that was like right in the middle of
COVID,
us.
right?
No, 2018. This was
2018.
Like
Okay.
Probably like 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Era. And yeah, basically we were like right in the height of putting stuff out, and I moved, which definitely hurts our rehearsal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I had a bunch of stuff I had to focus about in my own life. I said I'm sorry to them, I'm down to work remotely, but I'm definitely not going to be able to do rehearsals and stuff like that. And basically the drummer was like, okay, and everybody was like, that's fine, and we're still going to put out this music. We're going to finish up at least what we have and put this stuff out. Maybe like 2 weeks later, the drummer just invites this other rapper who I'm not going to name because he's kind of an innocent bystander.
Yeah.
Drummer basically told him we agreed that we were going to replace Tip Vicious and you're going to be his replacement. Brought him to rehearsal without telling anybody. And the shit was awkward,
Really?
So Sparks hits me. And he tells me what's going on. I'm out in Pittsburgh, bro, at this time.
Pittsburgh, California?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So I'm like, at least an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
And he tells me all this stuff. And then after that, like, pretty much nobody was down with that. It wasn't discussed. He like pretty much said that, well, he made the name so he can use the name for whatever
I remember that. Yeah.
And then it just became this tug of war of who owns the band, and the drummer was just adamant that he was right in the situation and he was dead ass wrong. And basically after that, we also were doing like a local showcase show series in Sacramento called Midnight Marauders.
And you say we as in like you
our
and
band,
or
yeah.
your
So
band without you.
We like Sparks and me would host it, and then we would perform first to get the show started, and then we would book people that were a little bit bigger than us.
Okay, got it.
Come and perform as well. And it was a cool little show series we had. It was building momentum, but that like completely trashed it. And then homie, the drummer, basically everybody left the group, and homie, the drummer, like really was gonna take the music we had made and just add new people into the band to keep it going. And it failed like really bad. And then he like had one more Midnight Marauders without anybody involved from the band, and it was weird. And I haven't spoken to him since.
Shoot.
It got really like ugly. He like was saying some fucked up shit, man. And
well, I'm so glad you and Sparks like stayed together.
Oh yeah, that's my
like
dog
as
for
friends
life,
and
bro.
everything. Yeah, because like
he got my start. He gave me my start. Like
Yeah.
my first like Tip Vicious book show. It was him.
nice. Yeah. I remember when I found out that Monsters and Thieves kind of like went sour because I can't remember why, but I commented something on a Facebook post, and then Sparks reached out to me, and he told me he vaguely told me like the news and everything like that. And I remember exactly where I was. I remember exactly where I was sitting on the toilet at my girl's mom's house.
You're like, oh,
And I was like reading this, and I was so enthralled by it while I was sitting on the toilet. My pants were off too, because it was a big one. You know what I mean? So you know how big it is when you got to like kick off your pants, and you're like, hold on, I got to focus. And you got to widen the stance. Too wide for pants to hold.
Spider the fucking toilet.
Oh, hell yes. And I was there for a while.
That shit just goes straight down.
And I remember my girl's like, what are you doing in there for so long? And I was just like, dude, shit is happening. That's what I told her. I said, shit is happening. And I'm not talking about what's coming out of my ass.
They never question you after you say something like that on the pod. They're just like, true.
But I was telling her too, I was like, oh my God, this band broke up. I can't believe it. And she goes like, I don't really care. Because she doesn't know anything.
It was short ran. It's sad too because we literally like, I still have the beats and stuff. And so just for like reminiscence sake, I'll just go back and listen to the beats that we never got to record on, but there's verses and choruses for them. I'm like, man, damn, the drummer produced this. I gotta never look at this again.
When someone else kind of like participates a lot in the songwriting process, and then you got to scrap the song because they're out.
Because he was a good dude. Like
Yeah.
as when I knew him, he was a good dude and like he was a talented musician. But the moment that I turned my back, it's like stabbed me and, and like tried to act like nothing happened and like right in front of people.
But I totally like, you know, I kind of feel like I've burned some bridges playing that same playbook, you know, because sometimes when you're a musician.
Don't steal shit,
well, okay, I never stole shit, but like, you know, some musicians are like by any means necessary approach to a lot of things. And so, especially if you're really like no disrespect to this drummer or anything like this, but when you're really novice at songwriting and everything, every song that you like, you're so attached to it to where it's like you feel like this egotistical, like it's mine, it's my song. And like you're willing to like steal from people in order to preserve this song. And I kind of like, you know, and now I've written so many songs where it's like, you know, like shit, I have so many songs in the bank right now that I don't even fuck with no more, just because it's like whatever, you know, business as usual. And so that's it, you know, that's kind of like the way of the game. But you know, you can kind of tell like who's a novice musician when they fight over like a couple of songs that are like really good, you know. And I could tell who's like a master, or not really a master, but like really fucking good at their craft when they can look at a piece of art and be like, there's too much like hairiness in it, I'm just gonna scrap it and keep going forward, just let's keep this train going, you know. And so that's why I like, you know, you can tell the difference between like the novice and the
for real
craftsman.
And shit, man, I've had people straight up try and steal my songs or hold them hostage and stuff like that. I'll just tell those people like, fuck you, bro, you can keep this song. Like keep the song. Like you think I'm not, first of all, you think I'm not gonna re-record it? Second of all, like even if you took that and you did something with it to put it out so it's like yours or whatever, it's like, bro, I have greatness inside me. Yeah, that was one day.
Also,
like, I made that song in one
we're
day.
at a local level. Like, what are you gonna do? Sue me?
Shit.
Sue me for a song that puts us under because no one's listening to it because we're still like, you know, a couple hundred fans deep, you know? I'm not worried at all.
Hey, bro, as long as it's not Drake or something that steals my song.
You don't?
Because I'm suing the fuck out of Drake.
Yeah. Who would? I mean, I love Drake. I really love Drake. But who wouldn't want to sue the fuck out of that guy and win?
I would. I mean, shit. I would even like to lose. It'd be great. I
just feel like even getting him to like, I don't know, shoulder check you would give you some fucking cred on the streets.
Bro, he's got hitters.
Yeah, he does.
He's got shotters.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful talking about Drake. I'm not afraid of Drake though. Drake doesn't know who I am. But
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
For real, I feel like Drake could be like the most proper and nice gangster ever.
He's probably the most polite gangster ever.
Man, you've been talking shit online. You know?
Talking shit, man. I'm sorry, but
you got like a hood you could just kind of vaguely see. They got a fucking
I've been hearing a lot of tings in the 6 and they involve you.
We're in the 6 now. Where's your smart mouth?
I will take my sweater vest off and choke you out with it.
Jesus, man.
I'm going to call my mom and tell her about this.
This is going to age really badly. If ever I have to work with Drake.
I hope this clip comes out.
That'd be great.
Yeah. No, I think it'll actually help. I think you know what? It'll be the sample to the song you guys do together.
Man, if I still look like an Amish schoolboy when I'm working with Drake, this all would be for nothing.
There's a chance. I feel like he's going to stay around until he's like 50, 60.
You think so?
I think he's going to be like...
he's going to be like Michael Jackson and shit.
No, he's going to be like... who's like a good art? Like Metallica. Or like, you know, Foo Fighters or something like that. You know how like rock musicians just keep going out, you know? Tom Petty just kept going out even to his 50s. I don't think we've ever had a rapper, I mean, maybe besides like Jay-Z, Eminem.
That are really, really old.
That are just like,
I mean, most of the rappers from the golden era of rap are like not that old. They're only barely coming up to their 60s and like, you know what I'm saying? So they're not like crazy old.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who's the oldest rapper like that I still talk about. The oldest rap, maybe Eminem, I guess. He's up there.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, yeah.
But like he doesn't put. Well, I mean,
he's not really rapping these days.
Yeah, but he is producing a lot. But I don't know if that can. I don't see Drake like
Just
really
performing.
turning into a producer.
Nah, I don't. I could see him performing at like in Vegas like forever though. To the end of time.
He's gonna be like one of those guys,
dude, and just making bank probably the whole time.
Yeah,
just getting sucked by 3 different women a night. You know, every night.
I wonder what it's like to be Drake. I wonder what it's like to go to bed,
dude.
Like Drake.
I wondering what it's like to be Drake. I wonder what it's like to be just about anybody who's not living under the poverty line. Just like literally anyone. I don't know, the dudes that work at In-N-Out, what are they like? How's it feel? You know, making just $20 an hour and hella overtime, just living the dream, still live with their parents. Like, that's gotta be
but
great,
they have
bro.
like no one really realizes how little stress some people got though. Like I don't know. I just kind of feel like dude, imagine having half the world hate you. Imagine amassing this large career and like just really working hard, and then just a bunch of people are just like, yeah, you're a sham. Your music sucks. It's for pussies, you know?
Oh, shit.
You make bedtime music. That's what they tell Drake, you know? And it's just like, dude, imagine having to be like so big that you got to walk around with security because people just straight up don't like you to the point where they don't know you, but they're willing to go to jail.
Right.
To just inflict some sort of pain on you.
And man, that I don't even want to be like big like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be a big rap star. Like, I really just want to solidify my solo career in a way, smacking the mic, in a way that'll allow me to like write music for other people.
Okay.
And just show them like, okay, this is what I could do for myself. Like, imagine if somebody bigger than me had this idea and was able to, you know, craft it to their own thing. Yeah. I really want to write music. Like, I want to start my own publishing company. Nice. And me and Baba just like selling beats and demos and songs and lyrics and writing for other people. And that's like the ultimate goal. And I just want to be low key, super low key, and just buy a house somewhere nice and just chill and work remotely. You know, that'd be really great. Dream. You know, occasionally, you know, they fly you out to LA, they put you up in a nice ass hotel, per diem, all that shit, and then you just gotta like sit in a studio and just write, bro.
Yeah.
Or just give input.
I just want to be right below the line where people start fucking me.
Start fucking you. Physically or financially?
We'll say both, but I was thinking like, you know, financially, because, you know, you see a lot of these like people that are just like, just getting fucked by their labels. Dude. Just get it, like just fist to forearm down to the elbow. You know, fucked.
I'd like to say a lot of those people don't care because just to be like known and to have some extra money in their pocket is enough for them.
Yeah.
They don't care how much they Mike, bro, in my face, dude. You got in my face. But yeah, I'd like to think that some people don't care about how much money they're giving away as long as they're able to provide for themselves and whatever. But realistically, I think a lot of it is just ignorance and not being in a position to even negotiate when they first get into a position where they're gonna be talking to people that are gonna fuck you, you know, for the rest of you with impunity, fuck you, you know, and so yeah, they just don't have the knowledge, and that's some shit that I've really been brushing up on myself in just like the last 2 years. I was so blind. I was so blind.
You gotta work on fiscal responsibility too, because that's like a huge thing. I don't know if you heard the DJ Academics and Fetty Wap podcast. So they did an off the record podcast. You can catch the clip, but Fetty Wap was saying that like he was spending at least $14,000 to $18,000 a month on apartments. He didn't want to stay in a hotel, so when he would go somewhere, he would sign like a year lease
and then
stay there for 4 months and then just keep paying the lease
and then move somewhere else.
But he was making, his income was so large that he thought his outcome could just be large as well without any repercussions. And then he realizes that there is some sort of slowdown, once you pop off.
Yeah.
And then that's
like
when
a mountain.
That's like, it's like stocks, it'll spike and then it'll stabilize.
No, you should see my YouTube. It's like right up and now it's just.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the nature of shit, is like, you're only going to be as valuable as your biggest song. And once, people's imagination, their fucking attention span is like that these days.
Oh,
so,
shit.
You're just constantly having to be consistent with that shit. And shit, I have not been consistent. But at that level, like at that high level, Fetty Wap's level, like that fool is definitely going to be staying paid, know?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get royalties for a while, but, just, I don't know, or like, what is it, Lil Xan telling everybody that he got fucked by his manager and his label and everything like that. And
that's one of those people that I bet you anything, it was like not a lot of contracts drafted up at the beginning of shit. And then money started coming in and he gave a bunch of different people a bunch of different jobs. He just started popping and performing and making music and partying and not paying attention to the business side. And these motherfuckers are just counting green the whole time, And then one day you fucking sober wake up and
I think it's because
on the wall.
That's why I tell people never trust what you see when you see like 18 and 19-year-olds pop off, because there's a lot of shit that you're not seeing, because management of an artist is not cool. It's not fun. It's not entertaining at all. Like the lifestyle and like the music and the image, that shit's the fun part. And then you have all that back end shit. And like a lot of people don't see it. And so I just kind of feel like, there's like a disconnect. And so when you see like these I see a lot of people that are like, that see 18 and 19-year-olds pop off, and that's why people are like, man, I gotta make it before I'm 21.
I know.
If I don't make it before I'm 21, I'm a fucking loser. Little do you know that there are people that would literally kill to add a couple of years to their youth because of what they're doing and everything. And so it's just it's don't trust what you see.
I feel bad for this generation, bro.
Oh God, yeah.
They're just gonna be soft. They're gonna expect that, like, if they didn't pop off by 23, you're fucking washed.
You're losing.
Washed.
You better start
you're not
getting
an
a job.
Influencer yet, bro. Like,
flip a burger, boy, because that's all you're doing for the rest of your life.
Nah, man. I was grinding at this rap shit from 2010 all the way till 2018, like just shows for days, like doing hella shows.
How old are you?
I'm turning 30 this year.
Nice.
July.
When's your birthday? Oh, July.
11th,
Okay,
yeah.
you're a few months older than me. I'm turning.
brother.
Ooh. I turn 30 on Thanksgiving this year.
Got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
So. Yeah, I didn't know we're the same age.
Fuck, bro.
Shit, yeah, we
getting
really
up there.
old as fuck. Holy moly, this shit better pop off. I better make it before I'm 31.
Dude, for real. No, and like, I mean, shit. I see. Here's my thing. I remember when I was about 24, 25, first started like really getting into like the consistent part of performing, and I would look around and I would see like 35, 34, 37-year-old rappers, and like just think to myself, like, I don't want to be those dudes. I don't want to be sitting in Sacramento still rapping at like same spots, as these new kids that are on the block, like same bill as them, and like still making $40, just I remember thinking that. And then, I mean, I'm not close to 35 yet, but I'm halfway there, at this point. And I feel like if I'm not going to take this shit as serious as I need to make something happen for me, for myself, then I just pretty much have to quit, And and shit, man, it's a long shot to make it in music in the first place. But if you're not like really going for it and really trying to put yourself into a position to have an opportunity present itself, then what's the point? You know, that was the whole thing with South by Southwest. I was really hoping for an opportunity to arise out there. And I actually met a bunch of people. I actually did get some opportunities. I'm even going to be performing in a few weeks here, you know, with somebody I met from out there. They asked me to come on their West Coast tour. Their West Coast leg. They're actually going to be in Sacramento too, but that was already booked before I met them. But still, you know, and man, I don't know that type of now I'm going to be able to open up another opportunity for myself in Santa Cruz, because I know I'm going to kill the stage. I know I'm going to be talking to the sound man. I know I'm going to be talking to who's the organizer, and I'm going to try and, you know, get that locked in. So the next time I want to go there, I can, you know, and yeah, just really trying to just build out your network, and fuck, man, not stay in SAC forever, you know, forever.
Do you plan on staying in? Do you plan on like moving permanently out of SAC at all, or relocating?
I mean, shit, you know, when I was in Austin, I was like, man, I could live here. But I've lived in San Francisco. I've lived, you know, in Oakland, the Bay Area, and thought the same thing. And it's just, I don't know. It would have to be somewhere very special, and it would have to be like for a reason. Like there's a reason I'm moving out here, not just because I want to change the scenery. I don't think that would be the smart move to do for myself right now. I'm just barely. Finally, people are starting to learn my name in Sacramento.
That's good.
And that's shit, man. It feels like 10 years grinding, but you know, shit, dude, it took a lot to even get here though, you know? So just see what happens, I guess. I think just keep grinding the way I have. And I think
COVID kind of like slowed down a lot of shit too. I kind of feel like it changed the plans. I mean, like, you know, right when COVID happened, that's when I was like, all right, I'm kind of like fucking gonna put off music for a while and do something else. That's when I started the YouTube channel.
I was this close to quitting music.
Really?
Right around COVID. Yeah. Damn. Just because of the DIY aspect. It's just expensive, bro.
It is so expensive.
I don't have the mind for social media. I'm like super patchy on my social media, because some days like I want to be outgoing and like share what I'm doing. Other days it's just like I don't fucking care.
It's tough. You can't do it every day, but I feel like I've gotten my social media game a little bit down better. You know, some days I don't post though. People really don't want to hear about you every single day.
I just don't care to share about myself every single day. These podcasts have been kind of weird for me. I mean, we've kind of been having more of like a back and forth conversation, but in other podcasts, actually having to talk about myself. You know, I'm pretty much an introvert, so
I see. That's what I like. I like to do like somewhat interview angles to the podcast, but I also kind of like want to do like conversation stuff, because that's how you really get to know somebody, is like to have a conversation with them.
Right.
Doing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a lot of like, you know, podcasts are very too formal for me. You know, too formal, and so you want to have that back and forth.
Everybody's been pretty lax so far. The first podcast I went on, it was like an IG podcast. And he was asking very direct questions. We'd answer. We would kind of segue, you know, that type of thing. The second one I went on, Homegirl had like a whole section, like sections of the show. And it was like goofy the whole time. And we were just cracking jokes. And then I was like getting fucking drunk. And then I like tapped my friend's beer bottle, and the shit overflowed and broke on the podcast. You know, it was a little more wacky. Yeah. But this definitely feels more.
And then we took shots on this one. So it's just going up.
It's feeling JRE in here
thank you. I appreciate it. That's one of the inspirations for the show. But speaking of which, let's take another shot.
I'm down.
Let's take another shot. We're almost out of time, but you know, we got about 10 minutes left. 15 minutes left. So
man, you gotta get some sleep, my dude. You gotta take care of yourself.
Fine.
My EP's called No Sleep, so
I'm living it right now. Brother. I will. You know what? I will listen to it at 3 a.m. for the first time I ever listened to it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. I got the masters
for
back.
For sure.
Ooh, that one was a little heavier. Chase it with water.
So is it out on SoundCloud? No, not yet. Okay. So you have the new song "Slow,"
So
but it's not on Spotify.
nope, it's YouTube exclusive right now
Okay.
for a couple of reasons. One, the first reason is that
Get into the mic. A little bit more.
sorry. The first reason is that I didn't have like a separate song art in the distro that I'm trying to use. Mm-hmm. It's called Spin Up, and basically it's a Universal Music Group distro. It works the same as DistroKid or anything like that, but it's basically just stamps and music. It's one more thing, and then they pick their artists out of the pool of people that send their music out. But you can't post a song with the song art having the name of something else. So because it says No Sleep Tip Vicious on the song art for the album, I couldn't post it. So I was like, how do I capitalize off of that? And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try and get my YouTube numbers up because I'm about to be dropping more music videos, and my YouTube numbers have tripled since I put out that music video. So cool. It kind of worked. But the EP, I've just been such a perfectionist with it. I should have been more of a perfectionist.
What a musician.
I should have been more so in the demo period.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't. And so now all I have is like mixing and mastering, So I just have been trying to make it sound as good as possible. And even the masters I got back, like I feel like we got one more draft to go.
Yeah.
So
that's how it goes, though. That's why albums and EPs, they're just so hard to make. That's why I come out with singles, because it's just like once there's so many checkpoints in an EP, but like you just have a couple when you make a song, and it's like boom, it's way easier. And how I see it too is like when you're first starting out, what would you rather get, 10,000 plays on a single, or would you rather get 50,000 plays on a 12 track? So you got to think like economically and everything like that. Sometimes it's better to just like release a single, and especially with like the volume of content that I have to release to keep up with this schedule. It's like it's so much easier. I
feel you. My last 4 releases were singles, so I get it. But I just wanted to just finally. So my last album was from 2016, the In Between time, and I put that out on SoundCloud. I think that's around the time that I met you. Okay, actually, and I put that out on SoundCloud, and so I don't have any like full length project on Spotify, these like big streaming services, because that was still like the SoundCloud era at that time.
Oh yeah,
my shit was popping on SoundCloud, But so like I don't know. Because this is my first project that's going to be going out into the world on a national level instead of just the local SoundCloud thing, international level rather, I feel like I just have to put as much time until I feel like there's no more mistakes. Yeah. At least there's not going to be shit that I hear it and I'm like, man, I should have just.
And once it's like curling, once you let it go, you can't fucking. You just let it go. You gotta depend on those guys.
No, really. And shit, man, I have a couple of people that work for major labels and know people for major labels that want the EP as soon as it's ready. Yeah. But I keep listen.
You're a typical musician.
I got the masters, but it's just not ready just quite yet. So I feel bad, bro, because like I had the listening party in February, right at the end of February, the 27th, I think. I don't fucking remember right now. But and I let people listen to the demos, and there was a couple of mixes in there. Slow got special treatment because I had the music video cooking, and so that was already mixed and mastered. So they got to hear the master of that, but everything else, there was like demos and shit. And so I was telling everybody that it was probably going to be out in March, but here we are, April 2nd.
That's how it works.
And shit, man, I think that it will be out in April.
It's like a Legend of Zelda video game,
But
notorious for being pushed back,
bro. Because like I said, I have some people that want me to send it to them so it can be pushed to the top of the line, type shit as far as like taking in demos goes. And Who knows, man?
How many tracks?
It's 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
7
my bullshit
solid.
and slow is on there.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you saw my Fox News performance.
I did. Wait, was it Fox News? Is that the only news you performed for, right? Okay, yeah, I did see that.
It was Fox 40 Live.
Okay. Fox News, man. Whoa.
I was a little skeptical when I got it, but it's not Fox News.
The branding is a little shaky, but you know.
It's like a daytime talk show.
Of course.
Show.
Yeah. It's not on Tucker Carlson.
Morning. No. This
Tip Vicious performing.
That would be nuts.
Oh man.
I would still perform on Tucker Carlson.
Dude, that would be so sick.
I have so many political songs I could perform on Tucker Carlson.
By the way, I just want to say, side note, I love Tucker Carlson. He always looks like he's staring into the microwave.
Just hella angry. Just right into the sun.
That's his look, dude.
Man, that guy's a weirdo for real.
I love listening to him because his laugh is just so it's so infectious, but it's also awful.
So pompous.
It's
ridiculous.
Oh man, I love the Fox Newscast. I love Lauren Ingram.
Jesus.
God, dude, she's a train wreck. She's a train wreck. And Hannity's a train wreck too. The only reason why I know all of them, by the way, is because I have a lot of conservative family members.
Oh man.
And so I just Fox News is just always on, and sometimes I'm watching. Sometimes I'm as unbiased as possible. Sometimes they make some good points. Sometimes progressive.
So does every news station.
Yeah, sometimes progressives just miss the mark, completely. And then that's like let's get it. And then sometimes it's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Fox News misses the mark most of the time, but sometimes they get it. Sometimes we're
talking about people that will make a 30-minute news segment off of Joe Biden stuttering.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be eating dinner at my girlfriend's house, at my fiance's mom's house, and I'll just be eating. I'm like, what? Actually, yeah, that made sense. And I'll just go back to eating, and it's like, okay, it's just bullshit.
And then you just got to take a shower afterwards because you feel dirty for agreeing with Fox News.
Dude, I hate, oh, God.
Dude, I feel like I've been in a lot of situations where, my content is contrary to the type of people I'm performing it to.
Really? What do you mean by that?
It's just... they think they want this until I start performing. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Fox News, I have a lot of songs that have even called out people that work for Fox.
That means that you haven't been vetted by Fox News, really.
I performed at local breweries. Man, fuck them. Burley Beverages.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, fuck them. They had me come and perform, and they held this no cussing sign up in front of my face. I'm telling this story on every podcast I'm ever on because in the middle of my performance, no cussing, and I'm ignoring the bitch because she's just people are looking at her.
Was it someone who wait? Was it someone who worked there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
I was hoping it wasn't someone.
Again, vetting.
Yeah.
And I don't cuss crazy in my music. I'm not talking about bitches sucking my fucking dick. Then fuck you, bitch.
It's not like that. No.
I don't do that. So the song I was doing, it was called Sacramento Villain, and it's basically about people exploiting hip hop until it's not convenient for them anymore. And so for that to happen in the middle of that song, and I even made a comment I wish y'all were actually listening to the lyrics because you would see how ironic this was, you know? And I don't know why I'm making a phone call. I'm on stage making a phone call.
So there was, going off of that, there was this bar that I was working with. That's all I could really say.
Right.
Ooh, okay, we were doing an open mic. If you know, you know, and I'm so sorry.
So you're doing an open
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I got to play the vague card, but they came up to us one time when we were holding an open mic, and they're like, we really don't want rappers anymore. And
that's what I'm saying, bro.
And it was like, and
that's
it was
the type of shit that made me call out First Fest.
But like the thing was like, you know, me and the person that I was working with, just to remain more vague, you know, I don't know how much I can share, but like,
I mean, you're not gonna get sued.
No, I just don't want to burn bridges. I don't like to burn bridges. I like to just let them fall.
Open mic with them. You're gonna be just starting.
I mean, it was the only open mic that we did, but you know, I ran an open mic, and they came up to us and they're like, "We don't like rappers." And the thing I didn't like about that statement was that they were totally cool with like people botching covers at the open mic, but they weren't okay with hip hop artists. And so I called up every fucking rapper I knew at the time. And I was like, this is what they said to us. Please come through. The reason why I'm calling you is because you are quality hip hop.
And that's probably the most poppinest.
And it was popping that night. Bro. And I told, and like we even had a meeting with the owner, and the owner was very understanding with it too. So if you know that I sat down at a table with them, and I told them I don't think that this would be a good look for either of us, because in Sacramento sometimes rap can be tied with race.
Oh no, it is.
It is, but you know, I'm sorry. I said sometimes.
If somebody says they don't want rappers, they're basically saying they don't want hip hop. And if they don't want hip hop, they're saying that they don't want the one everybody knows black genre of music.
Yeah, and so
R&B.
I said I don't like in good R&B. Conscience. I cannot say that we can't have rap anymore.
You would have to like restructure the entire open mic.
And like
singers and poets only, no backing track. And like, I've seen lots of open mics that do that.
Here's the thing, no disrespect to anybody in Sacramento that plays a guitar, that sings pop or anything like that. But like when you bring a guitar, when you bring a guitar to an open mic, you're just bringing the guitar. And I'm guilty of that too. But when a rapper comes through, they bring 3 or 4 people.
Is that true?
That's absolutely fucking true. Absolutely fucking true.
They bring 3 or 4 people to perform with them?
Or no, they bring friends.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know? And so it's like the more hip hop that I have in an open mic lineup, the more people there are, because you know, you call up all of your friends and say, "Hey, come through to this place. I'm performing tonight, 1 or 2 songs, you know, come through." And so we get more people, you know, and so I had to convince them. Like, also, by the way, this was like back in 2016 when some things were going on. Yeah, you know, some politics were a little bit turbulent. Yeah, especially in SAC. And so I said, like, you know, I'm a little down the center, but you know, to play good faith, we should keep it open, you know? And so they agreed. And we had rap. But, you know, I really worked on keeping hip hop at this one particular open mic, because I knew that not even just like to save face for myself and my band and what we were doing at the time, but like I really didn't want to show that separation of music, because the whole reason why I wanted to open the open mic was because I wanted a variety. I wanted a variety show. That's what our goal was like every time, like it wasn't an open mic where we just call up the next person. We went out on stage and we're like, "Yo, guys, this is the next person." Right. And then I'd crack a few jokes or something like that. Right. And then we bring the next person. Yeah. And so it was like, you know, we worked it out. Yeah. But
you should check out So Much Light's open mic at the Rust Room. He does it every Thursday.
Rust Room. Okay.
Yeah. I saw him in South by Southwest perform. He's a really good.
Oh shit, he made it out there. Oh, okay,
yeah,
wow.
He performed a couple of times. Nice. I only saw him the one time.
Yeah.
I was doing my own shit. So
yeah, of course.
I made time.
You're so busy. You're so busy out there. That week is
like, that shit was like super busy.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Damn.
There was a couple of days where I was like, "Fuck this! I don't even want to go today. I'm just gonna chill at my homie's house. He's not tripping." You know.
What was like the biggest like room that you performed for outside there?
the biggest room, like audience wise.
Yeah.
I think I performed to like 150 people at some like
good.
back bar.
Okay.
It had tacos and shit.
That's one way to bring the crowd.
And this one was just random, bro. I had just performed. I did 3 songs, and I was like, it was kind of late, so I was looking for tacos. Search up tacos near me. Go to this place. Turns out that it's a bar, and they have a taco joint in the back. So I walk into this. It's like a dive bar. You know, there's like people kind of scattered around. It looked like a D&D like setup. Like there's a man on the corner and there's a man at the bar. Yeah. And she's like, tacos are in the back. I walk back there, literally like 150, 170 people in the back, all singing karaoke, bro. And so I just went and got my tacos, and I was like chatting up the taco lady. I'm like, yo, who's running this shit? Because I had just got done performing, and I was like, oh shit, another crowd, and motherfuckers are up here singing badly. And she like pointed the girl out. Ordered my tacos, walked up to the girl. She's like, yeah, anybody can join. It's karaoke. I was like, can I do an original? And she's like, you can. That's totally fine. Like, gives me a little slip to write it down. She's like, you could pay $20 to skip the line. And I was like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
I was selling weed out there, man. So I had money every day. And I was just like, fuck it. I tossed that shit up. And literally, before my tacos even came out, she was like, okay, come up. She asked me the song. She pulled up the fucking music video, and they had a projector playing behind me. So I'm performing it. This was the only time I performed over my backing track because I didn't even tell her like what song. I just gave her my name. She searched me. She's like, is it on YouTube? I was like, yeah. And she just searched up the video. So I didn't even know what I was going to perform. I was going to like plug in my phone.
What did she put up?
Slow.
Oh, okay. So that's my favorite song by you, by the way. I love that song.
Thank you, man. Yeah. You know who also reached out about that randomly? The Rap Nerd. And I saw your episode. I was watching the episode you guys made when I was in Austin.
Nice. So, okay. Cool.
But dope. Yeah, homegirl put that shit on, and so when you're over the backing track, you could really go crazy. Like that's the one superpower with it is that you could be a crazy performer because you don't have to worry about breath control. You don't have to worry about making sure all the words aren't being slurred.
You can sing it while the backups
you
are
could even do like a whole nother melody. So I just went ham the moment that shit came on because it's like, you know, maybe 10 seconds. It starts playing. I'm in front. They hand me the mic. It's already starting. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm Tip Vicious from Sacramento. So the fucking beat drops. I feel this creeping deep, you know? And people were like, at first they were like, and then oh shit. And I had my homie with me that I met out there in Austin, and this fool was like, afterwards, he like literally tears in his eyes. He's like, you're a special dude, man. I've never seen some shit. He's like, I've never seen some shit like that. You won that crowd over. Like they were not expecting that at all. And so that was like the biggest crowd, and that was just impromptu, just shit that just happens, you know.
That's dope.
But a bunch of people came up to me afterwards. Dude bought me a beer. I added like 20 people on Instagram. I ate my tacos. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Keep your stomach full.
Yeah, bro. It was good. But yeah, no, probably the coolest venue I went to. You ever been to an art house?
No.
Basically, it's just any like compound of artists that live on a property together, and they all have their own little nooks.
Kind of like the. What's that? One?
The artist, the wall.
The wall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sort of. Imagine that wall was like just like 10 different artists, and it's like 6 different houses all on the same block, but they knocked down their backyard borders, and they all just share this massive big backyard.
Okay.
And people they got like fucking campers on the property and all kinds of stuff. There's like a bus that's somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? A fucking storage unit that they renovated into a house. And like, so yeah, it was super tight. It was called Heart Yard. Yeah, it's in Austin. You can go to their Instagram and shit, but super dope. There was like girls that were on aerial silks, you know what I'm saying, where they're like wrapped up in the silk, and they're just and then they like fucking flip 3 times and then just land. And there was like fire breathing, there was fire spinning, people were doing poi, they were doing acro yoga, hella like artsy ass shit. And then I got to perform a full set and like all in through the night, and it was tight, man. That was like probably one of the most memorable performances I've ever had, just because it was
Sick.
just like the sound was right. The person that cared about my sound, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm outdoors, so I can like smoke weed. I'm like selling hella fucking weed that night and shit.
Yeah,
You know,
nice.
just it was a good ass day.
Do you
bro.
perform high?
Honestly, probably, but not like
Probably.
smoking a
Interesting
joint
answer.
as I'm walking on the stage.
Okay.
Like if I'll probably stop smoking and drinking and stuff at
Yeah.
least an hour, 2 hours before I perform.
I
And then I'll pick it back up.
I gotta be. When I was performing, I had to be sober because I just feel like I forgot lyrics way too much, and maybe I need to practice more. But
No, and I mean, just being drunk, I've had some like bad performances too, and I knew that it was because I was drunk or because I was high. I just wasn't in the moment enough. I was scatterbrained as I'm performing.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you just have to be focused, bro. Like, especially if you want to like if you want people to take you seriously, they can tell that you're drunk, first of all. You know, they can tell.
You don't want
At
people
least
to
half of them can tell that you've been drinking. They saw you at the bar a few times before, and then all of a sudden you walk on the stage and they're like, "Oh, this
and
motherfucker."
I've seen some
You
good
know?
performers kind of just like botch their own performances because they're just
done it,
they're a
bro.
little head in the clouds. you
Now,
know?
like, I smoke pretty consistently. So, like, but right before I perform and shit, if I know I'm gonna be performing, I stop everything.
Yeah.
For like I said, an hour, 2 hours before I go on. But I'm not like fucked up before a show either.
Okay.
I know that I'm gonna have to stop, and I just need to keep it, you know, really timid drinks, you know, a little sip here, pirate shots, you know. But I'm not. I don't typically perform like zooted or anything like that.
Okay, that's good.
I'm pretty
'cause
sound.
I lose myself too much, you know. And you don't want to.
Man,
You don't want your head in the clouds. You come out, oh, you're on a different level,
dude.
You know,
the
you
worst feeling in the world is being on stage thinking a song's going great, and then you fuck up your lyrics, and instead of just like picking it up at the next bar and acting like there's an awkward pause there, you just like think about it and you get in your head, and then you can't pick it up,
and then you're
then
out of the zone.
You gotta like skip songs, or I've never started a whole song over like in the middle where I fucked up. Oh, I'm gonna do that one again. I have seen that so many times. That's one of the most awkward. It's like it's not
rough.
like when somebody trips
It's rough.
and they like, oh, and you could just act like you didn't see
I've
that
done-
shit. It's way worse because you have. How could you have not seen it?
I've done that before, but only because of somebody else being too drunk on stage, like one of my bandmates.
Cringe
And so it's so bad. And
I'm
like,
the type of person that'll watch like an hour-long cringe compilation. That's me.
why you do that to
I
yourself?
don't know.
Why you do that to
I'm
yourself?
strange. But that's the kind of person that is one of the worst types of cringe, when you see somebody else just making the critical errors. Like, you just want to like rewind time to 2 minutes before they perform, and they're standing by don't do it. You're going to fuck up, but just keep going. Just make up some lyrics. Just say, skip it to the next song. Don't start it over, bro. Please. Don't do that.
You know, it's hard. It's a hard
Shit, bro. I mean, you know, you live your life.
Yeah.
Some people just live their life like that. I've seen some weird shit, man. I performed a lot, so I just seen some weird shit out there. And in the Bay Area, so some weird shit out there.
Well, that's all the time we got.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. You know, that's. But
this is nice.
Thank you. Appreciate
I feel like
it.
there was no pauses, no awkward pauses.
Good.
Two dudes.
Good. We drank
being
too.
guys.
We drank too.
We did.
Yeah.
Those are some hefty shots.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I am definitely feeling it.
Are you?
Quite a bit.
You're about to go crash the fuck out, I'd imagine.
I am. I'm looking forward to some bedtime right now. But yeah.
What time do you have to work?
I have work at midnight, and I don't know what time it is right now, but
It's
what does it say? Your eyesight's better.
8:30.
8:30. You know, I might not go to sleep because it's hard when you go to sleep and then you gotta wake up and then you gotta like chug the motor. You gotta rev it up a little bit, and run the mower. But you know,
the whole time I was here, I was trying to figure out how I could segue to my D&D campaign that I'm running right now.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit!
how I could like somehow segue into the song I wrote for my players. but I guess we're out of time. So.
No, you can talk about
no,
it.
No.
So
no, now it's so forced and I feel awkward.
Well, now, okay, so here's the thing. This is why we have like a typically an hour.
Yeah.
Is because things start falling apart. Like, you know, the stand starts slouching, you know, the mic starts fizzing, everything like that starts going off. It hasn't happened yet, but no, I mean, you have the final say though.
No,
so
I'd rather spend my final say saying just support this guy. Support this guy.
Support both of us.
And yeah, just check out my EP when it comes out, hopefully. It's called No Sleep.
Hopefully.
Vicious.
It'll definitely come out. It's just a matter of when. So
very soon.
Very soon. Before the summer.
You'll be seeing
Summertime?
ads about it when it's happening.
Good. Sure. And links are down below, by the way. So
Yo.
if you want to follow this boy.
Yeah, Instagram's the main, but you know what I'm saying.
And if you want to follow this boy.
Follow that boy.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button.
Subscribe, motherfucker.
Comment down below.
Hit like, motherfucker.
And yeah, any last words?
At least I tried.
At least I tried. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate your faces, and we will catch you all next time.